everyone, welcome to Kalpa Kendra Tarot. So this reading is going to be on how this connection is changing in the future. Okay, and I have been very quick to announce the topic of the reading because I really don't want to take much time in the intro. So I have laid 3 cards for you to select your pile. 1, 2 and 3. We have 3 piles today. You can pause the video whenever you want and just select your pile. So let me introduce them to you. First, for the first group, we have Tiger Iron. For the second group, we have Green Goldstone. For the third group, we have Chalcopyrite. And I'm not going to take much of your time. Whenever you've selected your group, you can just head to the timestamp and I'll see you at the click of your timestamp. Hello, everyone. No, sorry. Hello, group 1. So the people who had chosen the Tiger Iron card, welcome to your reading. So the card says, are you drawn to standing up for yourself and your own personal truth? Are you a champion for yourself and others? Follow the guidance in your dreams, visions, and messages from the archangels, especially Archangel Michael. Position yourself to do what needs to be done in order to set boundaries and create well-being for yourself and others. And the archangel messages from Saint Joan of Arc. I am grounded and focused. I have plenty of energy and time to accomplish what I need and want to get done. I'm confident in my abilities. My strength shines through in all I do. I stand in my truth and maintain my ground. Okay. So let's talk about the feel of the Tiger Iron first. The feel from your reading, keeping aside Tiger Iron being a very powerful card of inner strength and asserting yourself, the feel from your reading is that of somebody who is extremely stable, extremely happy. Okay, this could be about you or could be about your person, but whoever you're asking for, if you're asking for how this connection is going to shift in the future for you, then this is for you. How the connection is going to shift in the future for your person, then this is for your person. But whoever you're asking for, it feels like somebody who's starting off or probably is on a very stable ground is shifting towards instability, a required instability. Nowhere in your reading the the tower card came through, but it has a feel of a tower moment that wants to be hidden from you. It's really not a tower. Like, you would not really experience it as a tower. You would experience it as an organic progression into something that was eventually meant to happen. Okay, now tower usually happens because it catches you off guard or takes you by surprise, or something that is unexpected hits you when you least expect it to. That is what the tower is. This does not have the tower. This has wonderful cards, but there is an understanding that something is coming, and I'm sure you are also able to sense it. In fact, when I started off your reading, the first feel that I got from the sensations that I was experiencing, or what happened just when I started to shuffle or your card came through, I understood that something is going to come and shake your ground. Something is going to come and destabilize your stability. But I did not get anything like that in the cards, except for one card. And I knew that card is my clue to the feeling that I was having in your reading. Okay, and I was like wondering what is coming through, and I thought that let me shuffle another deck to see what is happening. But then slowly it started to dawn upon me, and it also happened after I took a break. So how this relationship is going to change, and how this connection is going to change, and what sort of shift it is taking is not something like I was going to say, is not for the faint of heart, like faint hearted. But no, it's not like that. It's like, in order to grasp how this connection is shifting, you have to rise to a certain level of consciousness that totally alters the view and your understanding in a way where you see it as natural progression rather than a change. It's like, I did not change, I merely grew up. It's like that. Like, if you think that, you meet somebody and you say, oh my god, you've changed, like you're a changed person now, and you just respond to them by saying that that's nature, right? That's nature. So that's what changes is, or what shifts is you moving into that phase of your life where a necessary intervention is coming through. It's a divine intervention and it's coming right when you need it. It's something that we never ask for. It's something like, because divine intervention is something, I am starting to remember dreams that I have totally forgotten about, and you already have a card called dreams. It's very, very strange. Be very what do I have to say, aware, or listen to me very carefully, because the messages that are coming through group 1, I hope I'm able to channel it coherently, because you have a lot of messages. So you are moving into a phase where divine intervention is coming, and it's something that we never ask for. It's something that is given to us as a blessing from the higher realms. We never ask for our consciousness to be expanded in ways that will be uncomfortable for us. When we pray for something, when we ask for something, it's usually to do with comfort, luxury, because that's what we think blessings are, right? We never ask for discomfort, but without that necessary discomfort, you're not going to, your heart is not going to crack open, you're not going to expand. So that understanding is something that, this you're going to develop. But let's get into your reading now. Tiger iron. You are learning to be comfortable with your blessings. This is a time when a lot of things may be happening to you, a lot of good things. For example, you are walking into a time of abundance where you are still not used to the abundance mindset, but the abundance has already started working for you. Like the time period when you experience abundance has already started to unfold, but you're not used to it. So what happens is that when you get a lot of money from somewhere, or when you make more money than you were making, or something comes through, your immediate reaction is to treat it with lack mentality. Go into that survival mode, saving mode, ki I would not get more money than this again. Oh my god, this money has come, I should save, or something. This is coming from like a long term experience of lack, scarcity, uh, where you have been denied a lot of things that you have wanted. So it is from that energy that you're acting, that vibration that you're acting, and your spirit guides know it, the universe knows it. So they are very considerate with you while you are freaking out that things are going well. If they understand that you're freaking out, they are asking you to get comfortable. They are saying that this is going to be your reality, so please get comfortable. This is what you are going to, I know that you have experienced a lot of lack. That is fine. Get used to it, because abundance is going to come and you're going to have to learn to deal with it. Maybe you are spending a little more than you did, like you ever did, and you're getting scared, thinking, why am I spending so much? I should not be spending so much. I manifested this money after so much trouble. I should be more considerate with it. So these are the kind of thoughts, and this is the energy that dominates the connection right now, that things are going well. It is either going to come as financial abundance, or going to come as emotional abundance, where you feel extremely fulfilled, where you feel like you have reached a stage where you are comfortable with your partner, whether or not you are in union. This is irrespective of union. Say you are in union with this person, you are talking about your husband or something like that, then you're moving into, like, you're probably experiencing a phase of abundance, both of you. You're trying to get comfortable with the abundance, because a connection also has its destiny to experience a certain abundance or a certain lack. So maybe after reaching this phase with your person, whether it is your husband, whether any relationship that you may be talking about, it is the destiny of the connection to experience abundance. That both the people in this connection say, when your husband experiences abundance, wife also experiences abundance, right? Wife experiences abundance, husband also experiences abundance, because the abundance that is coming to both the people in the connection. So that is happening, and both the people could be feeling that, we have hit that phase where we are really happy, really comfortable. But far away, there is an understanding that far away something is brewing up, like a volcano is preparing to erupt, and you are thinking that I should be afraid because everything is going well. So it may be followed by something drastic. Maybe we should not get too comfortable. So there are scary thoughts, and your spirit guides are coming and assuring you, don't be scared. You have really come to a moment. This is your moment. You have really tried to manifest this moment for a long time. Get comfortable, because you've been in survival mode for so long. You're taking some time to get used to it. Get comfortable. That is the thing. But the thing that you are sensing that is coming or happening at a distance, that will come and shake up your foundation, is something that even I could sense. And I knew it for a fact that this is not happening because, you are afraid that it is going to happen. It is happening because it is not something that you're trying to manifest actively. It is something that is part of your soul contract, that you are that you're destined to experience, that there is some wave coming at you. What is that wave? Before we get to the wave, let's talk about the current energy of this connection. There is a lot of comfort in your home environment, or this connection. Even if you are separated with your person, you have gotten so comfortable with the separation that you almost are thankful for it. You understand the point of it. If it has to continue for some time more, you are happy to let it happen. If you are with your person, you are experiencing the connection in its most fertile form. It could also lead to pregnancy in some people, and it is a very happy time. It is a time where you are enjoying with your family. If you are separated with your person, you are still enjoying with your family, and that experience has not been able to touch you, or not has not left its mark upon you in a way where you think that without your person you would not be able to, like, things have no meaning. You're not in an energy of desperation. You are not pining for each other. So it's very fulfilling. If you're asking for you about your person, they are going through something like this, and probably they are mirroring you when they feel this. They are very happy, you are very happy. Dreams are coming true. This is a state that you have dreamed to be. Like, if you dreamed that one day you will be so fulfilled and so happy without knowing that it is possible. It was something that you could only imagine in dreams, and that is what has happened. There is immense love, and this love is not being reciprocated by one person. It is being reciprocated by the universe. Okay, so there's huge, immense love and understanding of God at a level that you understand the God, that the understanding of love, the conceptualization of love in our head is actually manifestation of God in one of its higher forms. Or how do I put it? Like, it is a very high vibrational energy. When God experienced at a very high vibrational energy, it transmutes itself into love, or it becomes love. It manifests itself as love in our hearts, and that is the energy that you're settling into. Very difficult to explain if somebody has not experienced it. Yet there is an awareness of somewhere there being a lack. Everything is going well, but if everything was going well and everything was really achieved, then we would not be continuing with our lives. You would not be clicking on this reading. You would have found enlightenment. You would not have required Kalpa Kendra Tarot. I would not require to, I would not be required to do this reading. So why are we here? Even that reason is, the reason why we are here, why you are in this reading, what are you sensing is going to come, what is that lack, what is the next chapter that you will be moving into. Like, more than you understanding why, like how this connection is shifting in the future, maybe more appropriate reading for you would be how you are, how the next phase of your life is going to be, or how what you're going to experience in your life next, right? And that is giving you a lot of excitement. You want to move into this phase with full awareness, full consciousness. Like, your crown chakra is vibrating at a frequency which few, I'm sure a lot of people are having spiritual awakening and getting interested in spirituality, but very few people have been able to experience some of the vibrations and frequencies that you have been able to experience in the last few days. That's a given. That's 100%. Now, how is this connection changing? What lack is now going to be fulfilled? A lot of things has been fulfilled for you recently, right? So what next? You, in this connection with this person, or what if you're asking about a person, this person, or take it as it resonates, it might be you who has started an endeavor and want to see how that endeavor pans out, or this person has invested in something or has started an endeavor and wants to see how it pans out. If you're asking about somebody who's in a relationship with somebody, um, then, like, if it's a third party situation, this person could have started this thing with the third party and wants to find it's at its initial stages. And has made this investment, wanting to see what is going to happen. And if you're asking about a partner who you are currently partnered with on earth at this time, then you could have made this investment with your person, and you would probably want to know how it is going to pan out. Like, you are probably taking first steps. It could be, this has a feeling of somebody who in separation is also feeling like is in union. Or if they are in union, then it is feeling like a very fulfilling state to be in. Okay, now let's see how, oh my god, I just had an idea about your future, which is like very, very interesting. I'll tell you. So, group one, what is going to shift in the future? You are going to understand your power, your spiritual power, in a way that you have not understood or not been able to comprehend still now. Not still now, till now. It is a sort of awakening to an understanding of self and the possibilities of the universe, which cannot be given to a person at a lower state of consciousness. Like, when they are operating from a lower state of consciousness, these are the revelations that you're going to have now, or in the future your person is going to have, if you're asking about a person, is not something that can be handed out to a person of lesser spiritual caliber. You need to have some sort of tremendous spiritual prowess or spiritual capacity in order to handle handle the revelations that are going to come to you. And these revelations have a lot to do with your existence in the universe. Okay, you have the card of the existence, which is the magician, your place, and how powerful you are. Like, in you resides God, and this is a very simple thing to say, but when step by step you go on to have the realizations and the power activates itself within you, even with a little bit of activation, you don't even need, full activation. Like Rajeshi Nandi in one of his podcasts on the Ranveer show says that, even if you reach like 20-30% of this, like at come at the level of 20-30% in your awakening journey, ascension journey, you reach a stage which is extremely powerful. So like that, like the little bit of understanding that you're developing, which in the larger scheme of things, think about it, is a little bit, it's going to be huge, amazingly transformational. And this pile has a very strong sense of spiritual awakening, which is coming at a time when you least expect it to, because you were so concentrated on your dreams, which is everything that you're experiencing now. If you're asking about a person, then this person was so concentrated on experiencing things that they are now experiencing, that they totally forgot that beyond this could be something. For example, if you're trying to pray to God for a job, like give me this job, give me this job, when you get that job, there's a moment of right, I got this job. But the fact that beyond this job there was something, that now your life starts, totally escaped your mind, right? But life was not about this job. There was a lot beyond this job. In fact, the job was nothing in the larger scheme of things. Is something that you are now going to realize. Okay? And that realization dawns when you or your person, whoever, this connection is about both of you, but somehow I feel the connection is shifting for both of you in the same way, but materially it might look a little different for you, and materially it might look a little different for your partner. Okay, a little different, like in the sense that you may be a more spiritual person, and this person may be a little less spiritual than you. So a lot of things that I'm talking about right now is going to not scare you all that much, because you are going to be comfortable in this energy, but it might catch them off guard. So what might look like the natural progression for you might seem like a tower moment for them. Okay, but it's happening in a beautiful smooth way. So what happens is that when they are getting used to the energy of abundance, where they are experiencing abundance from a lot of sources, a lot of different sources, and they sit back to relax and enjoy it, it is going to hit them that they have reached a stability which is somewhat boring. Like they, in achieving that job or achieving the thing that they have asked for, they have either consciously or subconsciously, whatever they thought their goal was, in experiencing those goals or those things as a living reality, they have realized that there is a lot beyond that. I don't remember who said it, but somebody said that everybody should, like some Hollywood star, everybody should become rich and famous and successful, something like that, in order to understand that that's not what you are like. That's not what fulfillment means, or that's not what a fulfilling life. That's not what a fulfilling life looks like, something like that. So they are getting their share of abundance in order to realize that their meaning of abundance was shallow. Their description, they did not have the right definition, or their definition was limiting. Inner voice. So you get this person, then at that time when they settle into this energy of complacency, or this energy where they feel like, sorry, they feel like what is next, and they're feeling that that's it, this is what was in store for me, this is why I was chasing this goal. um what what after this, something like that. That energy, when they settle in, they are going to be able to hear the voice of their antaratma, which is the higher self, or their inner guidance. They are going to be able to hear that voice, and that is going to lead them to discover that is going to lead them to discovering the many possibilities that lay in this universe. And when I say that the possibilities in this universe are endless and limitless, I'm sure the words endless and limitless are very easy to pronounce, but that much difficult to comprehend and that much difficult to even realize the extent of. Okay, and that possibility which lay in spiritual development, spiritual growth, and spiritual awakening is going to make them realize that what they currently thought of or what they currently think of as abundance is a very, very limiting way of existence. That material reality and seeking your happiness in material reality is extremely shallow and does not fulfill the heart or does not fulfill the craving of the soul. This is what they are going to realize, and they are going to travel. They are going to travel and celebrate the understanding that there lays a lot of. Okay, I get it. Their next phase is going to involve a lot of traveling and celebration, which could be Eight of Wands and Three of Cups, which could be spiritual. They have these, the person that you're asking about, or you could be asking about yourself. You might, or if you're asking about a person, whoever this connection, whoever it is indicated at, if it is indicated at you, if you wanted to, when you clicked on this reading, if you wanted to know how this connection is going to change for you, then it is for you. There, if you wanted to know how this connection is going to shift for this person, then it is about the person. The person is going to start traveling and celebrating life, but with a very different perspective, as if how the leaf depends on the wind to be carried to a particular location. This person is going to become that much lighter, they're going to become extremely light, and they're going to allow the universe to carry them to their next phase. And there is going to be a sense of lack. There is going to be huge, like if you look at this person's life, they are going to celebrate, they are going to have the time of their life. You'll see them going here from there, and that lack, the fact that they don't have the spiritual depth to their being, or they have not mastered their spiritual awareness yet, or their cosmic awareness. They've not integrated their spiritual being into their into themselves. Like yin has not been completely realized or balanced within themselves. It will start to show, they will start realizing it. Once they start realizing this about what they're missing, and it's going to make them very happy. So this is how it is different from the tower. You see, I told you that they had reached a state of abundance, such an abundance where everything that they thought that they wanted, they are at a phase where they're slowly started materializing those things. If they wanted a house, it's come. If they wanted the job, it's come. Okay, like it has come. So what next is something that is haunting them. That what after this? I mean, if I am so fulfilled, it's like somebody who waited to climb the Mount Everest, waited, and then when they have actually climbed the Mount Everest, what next? So this person had this. I think I'm saying it right when I use the word complacency for this. It's complacent. They're settling into an energy of extreme fulfillment, which is almost boring. Yeah. And then when they realize that there are bigger mountains, when they realize the spiritual unfulfillment within them, they realize that there are bigger mountains that they need to climb, and it is within themselves. It is the inner realization. Yeah, so when they realize that they still have things that they have not discovered, and there are achievements which, sorry, there are goals left to achieve which they had not even considered because they had no idea about. You, like I said, that ascension is like a long term journey, and it's a forever journey, and they're just becoming aware of the next thing that they need to conquer. It is the kingdom within themselves that they had no idea existed, which they have to conquer, that gives them that happiness. And whatever they do, they are going to approach that thing materially also. Like if they say, even if they are going to their job or whatever they were earlier doing, they can become extremely happy to do those things. For example, the job that they were doing, sorry, the job that they are doing today, with the sense of dissatisfaction that I have achieved a lot of what I set out to. So what is going to be my next goal? And that gives them that sense of complacency, and they don't know if they should be excited, because that excitement is slowly getting lost and eluding them. So that without settling into that, like when they were just going to settle into that dissatisfaction, they have this epiphany, this clarity of thought, that there's a lot within spirituality, and there's a lot of inner realizations that they are yet to discover and conquer. And that gives them so much happiness that in the future, when they are going to their job, doing to do the same thing that they were doing earlier, they approach those things with a sense of excitement, with a sense of joy, because now they know that there is something interesting waiting for them. Okay. And that new vision is going to be transformative for them. That is going to give them a sort of clarity, which is going to get them out of the stuck energy that they were sensing, which was part of inner dissatisfaction, or their an inner feeling of lack, which they couldn't express because everything else was going so well. So that's why again they go into that Five of Pentacles energy, where they become, and you see how the Five of Pentacles is shown here. It's called the outsider, where they become the outsider to the universe and experience it, where their understanding of self, they start their shadow work. That is what is going to happen. And they move into the dark night of the soul phase. The beginning of their spiritual awakening is going to happen. This has such a strong feeling of yang waking up to its yin. The divine masculine, who is more in his yang energy, is waking up to his yin energy. So then they start having realizations where, they have to work through their emotional body, their trauma, their understanding of self. They see themselves as the observer. All those things start happening, and then there is Four of Cups, which is called turning in. And I wanted this clarification for the Five of Pentacles energy that was constantly coming here. Five of Pentacles twice. It's like looking at God and asking that, what am I missing? And then God says that, what you're missing is yourself. Go seek yourself. And that is the beginning of turning in. What is this dissatisfaction? And they go in to realize that the source of this dissatisfaction, that is what is shifting in this connection. And you have Four of Swords as postponement. And so a lot of things that they are doing, they might first, you might see them enjoying those things and going to their work um, with absolute excitement, a newfound excitement, and then suddenly calming down, slowing down to go within, to seek themselves, is what is coming through, to find the truth about their cosmic nature, their cosmic truth, the truth about their spiritual mission on earth. That is what they are shifting towards. Very, very powerful, very like that. That's why I said that I had to unpack the reading bit by bit. Did you see group one? Like there were like so many messages coming through. So dreams is the first card that you have from this beautiful deck that I've just started to use. And it says your dreams may be more vivid and intense than usual. This person will start astral travel in their dreams and have dreams which will, and the number is 66, right? It's a very powerful number. So if you are asking about a counterpart, this counterpart is already trying to access you in the astral, will start looking for you in the astral. Okay, they're starting their astral journey consciously now, coming into their yin energy. So they might get a lot of messages in their dreams sometimes. And you know what happened when I was doing this reading? Suddenly I was able to remember some of the dreams which I had totally forgotten. Totally forgotten. So some very intense things are going to happen in this person's dreams where they either see you or things related which they have to decipher and decode on their own. They might seek guidance. They might start maintaining a dream journal or writing their dreams down or thinking about their dreams in order to understand that what are they missing. They will move into spiritual practices. They'll start doing spiritual practices relevant to the state that they are in. That I cannot say for sure what spiritual practices they would start. It would depend on the state of consciousness that they are in. For some, meditation might be relevant. For some, they might just isolate themselves and start thinking about their problems and what they experienced in life and emotion. They might try to consciously work through their emotions, something like that. These are all spiritual practices. Usually we think some sort of doing some sort of religious practice or meditation or something that is overtly, or something that is known to be spiritual is spiritual, but something mental can also be spiritual. A lot of mental work is actually part of your spiritual progress. Okay, so in what capacity they would start doing it is something that I cannot elaborate on. It will be different for different person, but I think they would start with the spiritual mission very, very intensely. They would be very serious about it, and they could start something like meditation, and they might get initiated by a guru. They might seek out a guru consciously, something like that. So making time for your spiritual practice will assist you with clearing your mind and restoring your inner peace. So they would now understand. Usually, I was thinking about doing a post on why we should meditate, and it's the reason is different for different people. Sometimes why people meditate, you can only try to ascertain that from your perspective. In the higher realms, like when people reach a certain state of consciousness, why they meditate is very hard to say. Like if I were to find out the reasons why people meditate, I might come at certain reasons that I can relate to, but I would never be able to tell you why Shiva meditates or why Buddha meditates. They might give you an answer which may be life changing, which I cannot probably even conceive at this point or comprehend if it was told to me, right? So that's what, like, this person is going to understand that their need for meditation is to restore their inner peace, come into alignment. There is some imbalance which they would be able to sense at Five of Pentacles, and the 2 5 of Pentacles energy that they receive. They would be able to like sense a lack, a huge lack, a huge unfulfillment. And in order to address that, they would get into spiritual practices. And 47, they will rise above. So you have 11 here, you have 66 here, which are master numbers, and then you have 7 here. Very, very powerful. You will and rise above card says you will gain clarity on this current situation when you can see it from a higher perspective. And they, in order to get that clarity, they're going to start this spiritual practice. So how this connection is going to shift, if you're asking about a spiritual connection, a divine sort of a connection, rest assured this person is starting their journey. No matter what it looks like in the outside world, they might look very happy, extremely in tune with their material reality, and uh, you know totally untouched by spiritual disturbances which usually happens in the initial stages of awakening, they are getting started. This is how it is going to shift. Okay. Anything else? Yeah, this is the beginning. Like my spirit guide is telling me to tell you that this is the beginning of their awakening to their yin energy. Their yang energy, the person that you're asking about, the yang energy was already activated. If asking about yourself also, the yang was already activated. It is the yin that they are now activating within themselves, and very powerfully. Very powerfully. Okay. Do I need to say anything else? I don't think so. Wish you good luck, group 1. And if you like this reading, do like, share, subscribe. And I feel very like embarrassed to say these things, but you can do what you want to do with the video to make sure that it reaches more people, and keep coming back for more readings if you liked it. So I'll say goodbye now, and see you in another reading sometime very, very soon. Take care. Group 1, so sorry. Some of you might have already disconnected after hearing that the reading has ended, but there's something else that I needed to say, which Spirit made me like actually reminded me that I have to say it. For anyone asking about a connection where they are more into their yin energy, and if this connection is about like when you when you clicked on the reading, if you wanted to know about somebody who is in their yin energy, then I must tell you that the yin energy is also going to experience first balancing, and then extreme growth, extreme internal, like inner growth. And it's like thoughts of union, they might have already reached union in some capacity within themselves. Like it's not very imbalanced, and it's activated. That yin energy will activate and ascend itself. Like the yin energy is already activated, but the activation codes keep coming. And when I'm filming the reading, it's already 3/3 portal. So today is 3rd of March, so I don't know when I'll be uploading it, but that's the energy. And the person who is more into their yin energy in this connection is going to see massive spiritual progress. Massive. Like they might start sadhana of a deity. They might feel inspired to do things which they have earlier not practiced in terms of their meditation practice and spiritual practice. It's through the roof, literally. And they will wake up to, reality is like an ever unfolding rose, and they will now uh, wake up to stages of that process of unfolding where they will lose interest in earthly arrangement. Like what sort of what the connection looks like in earthly terms, they will completely dissociate from that, be able to dissociate from that, because that also depends on divine timing, and reach towards their spiritual growth or spiritual progress at a very high speed. So ascension is coming for them, and they will wake up to newer realizations about the journey, which would and they would not concern themselves with the external reality much. They will focus, like even the yin energy will focus so much on the inner reality that it's going to cause an awakening. And if somebody is in their yang, it would cause an awakening in them. Okay. Like in the connection, whoever identifies more with the masculine energy will then experience a very, very intense shift because of the shift experience that yin is experiencing, or the person who's more in their feminine energy is experiencing. So if this shift is experienced by the person who's in their feminine energy 30%, it will be experienced by the person who's in their masculine energy 20%. The difference is that, but this shift is huge. And I said 30%, 20%, you can also make it 70%, 50%. Like yin is shifting a lot compared to that, Yang is shifting slightly lesser, but it's still a very significant shift. Okay, so that's what I needed to say. But the people who have to listen to the message, I know, will be guided to stay a bit longer and will get the message. Okay, now, yeah, seriously, bye bye. Group 2. So if you had chosen the green goldstone card, then welcome to your reading. Let's read the card first. Do you wish for more luck? Do you desire the safety of security? Maintain a mindset that you attract blessings. Be assured that you have all the good fortune you need at your disposal. You have the power to overcome any negativity or challenging situation. Remember and know that you are divinely protected. And the archangel message is from Saint Patrick. I am so incredibly lucky. I am a champion with the ability to overcome any challenges life presents. Blessings in my life are plentiful. Abundance and prosperity continuously flow my way. I am safe and divinely protected. These are not archangel messages, these are more like affirmations linked to the archangel, which you can practice. Okay, now, green goldstone is a man-made stone, and it is related to the heart chakra, where you can work with it in order to release the tendencies which may be blocking your heart. Okay, tendencies. Did I say that right? Okay, yeah, which may be blocking your heart. So experiences you may be having that are causing you to um, remain in a sentiment or a feeling of trauma, guilt, shame, fear, hatred, disgust, things which are like experienced by the heart in a very heavy and intense manner, and causes it to coil and break at the same time, associated with a lot of pain. Those are the experiences that may be behind your reason for clicking on on this video, on this, choosing this deck. Okay, or this pile. So you came to group 2 with a very heavy heart, and I understand that. Just when I was shuffling, there was a heavy energy which I had to constantly work to release. Even when I chose your card, like green goldstone, something started coming through already. So I knew, and when I was shuffling as well, I understood that there is a sentiment in you where you come to understand the future of this connection, wondering what the divine has in store for you, or if at all the divine has your back. Because what you are experiencing momentarily, because energies keep shifting, what you're experiencing momentarily makes you feel like you are on your own for a bit, like without angelic guidance and without divine protection. Or it may be so that in getting into the situation that you've got yourself into, which may be a very minor situation, like it may not be a big deal, it either may be an argument or some sort of disconnect in the connection, which again is going to resolve with time. But whatever the murky bit you have got yourself into, you feel like you only are in this situation because you did not listen to your intuition. Your intuition probably asked you to step aside or move away. Even if it is for a little bit, your intuition said that, this is not your job, let me handle it. But uh, you were persistent in being emotionally attached to a certain outcome or a certain situation panning out in your favor, which comes with a lesson. Like if you're watching a boiling pot, or waiting for a pot to start boiling, whatever it is, watching a boiling pot is what comes to mind. If you're doing that, then you are only going to further your lessons in impatience and divine timing and stuff like that. So it feels like, you are here because you blame yourself, but there is nothing to be blamed, because even in this situation lies a very considerate lesson from the universe. The universe is considerate enough to hand you this lesson, okay? It reminds me of this podcast that I was listening to of Michael Mead, where he's reciting a poem by somebody else, and he says that fear has the job to invite you in and realize, like something like this, that fear has this job to invite you in and maybe realize that the fear is a friend or something like that. The fear all along wanted to stay with you as a wisdom which you have been avoiding and projecting as something else. And here you have the card projection as well, which is the Seven of Cups. So you have been you have not been able to make sense of certain things, which the turn of events in this connection is pointing towards. Like there were definitely certain things that you were not able to, and this is man-made stone, a man-made card, where a lot of blockages which it is hinting at, which has to do with the heart chakra. So whatever pain you are experiencing was man-made, your own doing. And now the circumstance is such that you have stepped away because you've realized that, something comes to mind. I usually my relationship with my spirit guide is such where my spirit guide tells me that, you have to step aside, like now you have to step aside, or you have to let go, and I will take care of this situation. Don't think about it. This message is usually taken for granted by me. Like first, I have never heard of this message and acted promptly on it. Like never has it ever happened that I heard of this thing that let go, let me, or let go, let God, and I have actually stepped aside right away. I have taken my time. I have always been like, okay, now I have to let go, and now I have not entirely removed myself. So what happens is this message, which is of let go and just step away from the situation, keeps getting intense, and then would the message would eventually become so loud that there is no option for me than to recognize that the message has come, and now I have to take cognizance of it. But then also I would not listen, and eventually the like if I don't listen, and usually I don't, and the last uh what is it called, alarm that is sounded my way, or the last warning that they give me is, I have said what I have said, and now if you don't listen to me, you will just see what happens. This is something that I take very seriously, because I and usually it is at this point that I step aside, because I know that if I don't listen to this now things will go beyond my control. And I have seen it happen. There were times when I wouldn't step aside even then, and I have actually seen it happen. So for you, it is like you have really reached that last straw, like you've really reached that last stage and of not listening to your intuition. And now if you don't listen to your intuition, because your intuition isn't asking you much to do, your intuition isn't asking you to move mountains, but it is asking you to do is to simply stay put. Let me do it. So here you the first card, uh, and also I have to say something else, since it is a green goldstone. While you are asked to move away, while you are asked to surrender and let God intervene in the situation and let magic happen, you are not supposed to go and watch the progress on the situation. Okay, you are supposed to focus on your own life. Focus on your own goals, okay? Because see, you are somebody who is limited and bound by the principle of time, because you are in this realm, and you will only have a limited, all of us have only been granted a limited period of time on this planet. So what you choose to pay attention to, now these things that I'm telling you might only be seen as advices that that are probably very good to listen to, but in order to integrate those advices, you also have the art of integration. In order to integrate those advices, you have to reach a certain level of consciousness where this actually resonates, because anything can come from anywhere, but if the student is not ready, the teacher will not appear. Okay, and so I might shout at the top of my lungs, but if it is not your time to actually understand what I'm saying, you would not understand. So I feel you are at this reading now because it is your time to understand. Okay, so um and since it is like I said, that it has got to do with heart chakra. During this period, when you step aside, your heart will be opened. There will be experiences, and it is not only heart, because I had just attended a session with a person, I don't remember his name. So where he was explaining the activation of different chakras and different and the way to map at, like, how open a particular chakra is in your body at a particular time, at a given time. So this experience coming to my mind at this point only tells me that your heart chakra, like your heart center, is going to be um the beginning of activation of a lot of light codes in you, and you are looking at a very transformative time period coming for you, and this connection undergoes a pause, a very necessary halt. A lot of what is happening in this connection is something that I'm yet to look into, and yet to grasp, because it seems like a little bit of a murky situation. But overall, this is what you are being asked to um, understand, that you are entering a period which is very focused on you, very, like, the universe is has its blinders on and is focusing on your journey. Whether or not you are focused, the universe has started focusing on you. Okay, so let's go through the cards now. First card is of the High Priest. So there is obviously some associated intuition with this connection. Okay, some intuition associated with this connection. Okay, where you are being sorry, you are being guided every step of this journey. And what has happened is that what made this connection come to a halt, or made this separation intense, or probably what happened is that during this separation things were progressing as they were progressing, but you suddenly realize that you, because of a certain turn of events or some argument or something that happened, something has made the separation between you and your person deeper. I feel like the people in this connection that you're asking about are in separation. Okay, so the connection the separation has deepened. If you're not in separation, there is obviously an argument that has happened. If not, if everything is fine, everything is happy go lucky, then um this may not be your vibe. But go through, like, listen to it. If it resonates, no matter what the situation between these two people are, the circumstances has made it necessary that the two be the the two people involved in this connection not be obsessed with the connection per se, and take that obsession or take that energy, use that prana to focus on their own journey. And that comes after something destabilizing has happened. When everything is going smoothly, we don't focus on ourselves, we don't focus on our journey. So something has happened which has made you reach for your inner strength. Okay, which has required you to access that pot of energy within you, which is connected to the source, which requires you to, where everything, when you are stripped away of everything, there still remains a part of you which you cannot fully ascertain, or it is not something that comes out all the time. It's something that stays hidden within us. That aspect of us is directly related to, linked to God. That aspect of us is God, that divine aspect within us, the divinity within us, that we cannot be stripped away of. Everything, if everything is taken away from us, everything that makes us materially who we are, there still remains a bit of us which is imperishable, which cannot be destroyed, and that is God. So that is the energy that you have accessed. Okay. And what has happened is that you even and you have thought, some people think that spiritual people are the most helpless, vulnerable people, or spirituality is a weakness. People think the spiritual people are weak. That's what people think. And in accessing that strength of yours, you have been kind. You have appeared with love to this person. Okay, you've reached out to this person with love, and yet you feel that the way the person has treated you, this person has not treated you badly. I don't think this person has treated you in a way where you you felt like you were, maybe you felt like you were being given breadcrumbs, but I still feel like this person acted professionally with you. Like decorum was maintained, like it was uh, as per protocol. Yeah, something like that. That if this person acted in a professional way with you, so you cannot complain. Like you cannot say that the person was mean to you or rude to you. No, the person was with you as they are to others, and this has damaged a part of you which made you feel like you were special to this person. That's what is coming through. So you acted in love, and you know what, I'm noticing this for the first time, and this is why every deck is has a different story to tell. You see Prince of Cups here, and the horse that he is riding is very embarrassed to, is very tired, embarrassed, does not want to be there, as if the horse knows that this offer that the Prince of Cups is making is going to end in failure or embarrassment, or it is going to hurt the person. It is going to hurt the person, and the Prince of Cups actually knows it. It's the Knight of Cups. It's actually, the Knight actually knows this, that they are going to be hurt, but they still open up their heart to this person in some way. It is either a sweet message that you send to this person, or you make a gesture out of love, something that you do, and this person receives that and makes you wanting, leaves you wanting for more. It's like makes a receives that and makes a statement or does something. Their action leaves you wanting for more, and as if makes you, like, leaves you feeling like you have been given, um like, it's like, how I shouldn't be like, it's like you they made you feel like you were begging for their attention, and they just gave you a little bit to um tell you that I appreciate it. Like, how people treat their fans, like that's the treatment that you got from them, and they were like, yeah, I appreciate your kind words or your gesture. And they went back to their work, and they made it feel like it is their work, and even you felt like, yeah, that's exactly what they're supposed to do. I don't know what I was expecting. Was I expecting them to be kind to me? It's like at the back of your, in the heart of your hearts and at the back of your mind, you were expecting something more. You were, sorry, expecting this person to be kind and generous to you, for once recognize that there is something something more to this connection, but they didn't. And the connection has again gone into this zone of mystery, where you don't know what is good, like what was this person thinking, what the person is still thinking, and you have realized that this has been the case for a long time. Like, this is not yeah, like it I was going to say it in Hindi, but it's not something that has happened today or has been happening for a few weeks. This has been happening for a while, like for months and years, or maybe this is the nature of this connection, this is the nature of this person. And now you are thinking that should I be like, because this is a current energy, okay? So now you're thinking that should I even be bothered with this person? I don't want to be. So you've left mentally, you've left emotionally, you've left. You're like, let this person be, let this person do whatever this person is doing. I don't want to be part of this narrative. That is how you have left. Okay, now let's come to how this connection is going to shift in the future. This connection is going to, and these two cards, existence and turning in, which is like the Magician and Four of Cups, were there in first pile as well. I was pretty shocked to see this card here, because I was then thinking that maybe, maybe you have messages, or maybe at some point you will also listen to the first pile. I don't know, maybe there's some connection. I wouldn't know. If you felt drawn, you could, you can watch it if you want to. So here I felt like the connection is going to reveal its truth now. It is going to reveal to this person what the connection is. They are going to understand what role you play in their life. And that is going to happen when, in your absence, like when you leave the stage, the story is going to unfold in a way that reveals the truth of this connection to this person. If it is a spiritual connection, if it is a connection where you have invested a lot and this person has not been able to recognize it, forget recognize, not even have, not even been able to perceive your contribution, what you mean to them, in the larger scheme of things, how you feel for them. These things are going to become apparent to this person as the person starts missing you. Absence makes the heart grow fonder, and you should be courageous enough to be absent from this person's life. That is what is coming through. This person who has been extremely cautious with what they give you, okay, with their energy, extremely calculative with their energy, is going to see themselves for who they are, is going to understand, recognize more. The more they are not, the more your energy leaves a vacuum in their heart. The more you actually recede from that situation, something like that. It's like you are leaving, and that person is able to sense your absence, and that absence is filled with realization. The feeling of you not being there, it has to be replaced with something, and that replacement is of realization of what they have done and what they have been with you. And now they are being able to integrate within themselves, understand that this is who they are. And this understanding is not of, it's a self realization, it is a journey of understanding self, but more of their shadow side, more of how they were enjoying being the miser to you, making you feel like they are in control and they can treat you any way they want to, and you will continue to dance on their um, you know on their signal or something. Like, they can make you dance any way they want to, something like that, where they assumed control of your emotions and how you feel without taking responsibility for it, knowing that they were giving you breadcrumbs, or knowing that they were not recognizing you. They were at some level aware of it and also enjoying it. That enjoyment is going to become clear to them. It's like their intuition is going to talk to them and tell them, this is what you did, and now now you are missing that person, so you want to continue with your uh, control regime or something like that, a regime of control. Like you want to continue to do what you have been doing to this person. How miserable are you, something like that, how horrible are you, something. Their intuition is going to say something like this, and they will go into deep contemplation about their action, where they are going to, and they would at some level become silent. They might also resort to either meditative practices. A lot of people are actually shifting to spiritual practices, so I don't know, even in the first part, the 3-3 portal is also indicative of that. So they might actually resort to practices which supports their journey within, and they would start questioning themselves from a moralistic point of view, like how they have wronged you morally, or what they have caused you is morally wrong, and to expect you to continue to give them the attention or the love or whatever, that beautiful loving energy that you were sending their way, which they were enjoying, and in enjoying they were not understanding. Like it's like they had blessings, so they did not have to understand the value of it. Or you understand the value of something only when something leaves, and since you were there, since you had not left, completely left, they were never forced to recognize your role or your contribution in their life. Or even if you're sending energy their way, they were never forced to realize that the amazing feeling in their heart was also because of the love that you were sending their way. And now that you've stopped sending, that you've like completely shifted your focus, that is where also wherever you put your focus is where your prana flows. And now when you have made your prana flow towards yourself, this person is realizing. And I saw a beautiful number of 1 1 1 1 1 like there were like so many ones. So yeah, this person realizes that they have to reach a special place within themselves where they can morally correct a pattern, or consciously, not morally, consciously correct a pattern within themselves, which is making them act in an immoral way, or making them act in a way where they are bound to question, bound to be questioning their morality. It has led to that. So now they are going for it has a very powerful card, which is an extra card in this deck of the Master. Here it is, like here the person is now developing an understanding of self, the mind, the soul, and being able to understand that a lot of what they did was projection. And it actually has the card of projection, 7 of Cups. The way they treated you, or what they needed from you, or why they continue to keep you in that place where they derive the satisfaction or the emotional fulfillment that they are gaining from you without giving you much. They were able to continue with that arrangement because of certain patterns, or certain trauma patterns, or certain things that has happened to them in childhood, where they were made to go through that, and they enjoy doing this to others because somebody enjoyed doing this to them. And they now realize how wrong it is, where you understand that you understand the mind, and also the awareness of self becomes one with the universe. So you become the observer, and then you are able to understand the work of the mind, which is conditioned by the mind, which is conditioned by the society, and not identify yourself with it. So instead, first the person is going to be like, what a horrible person I am. And then the person is going to understand that there is that they don't have to identify themselves with their actions, that they have the power to change their actions, and they are the ones who can control their mind without their mind subconsciously or unknowingly controlling themselves. And they will become aware of this relationship. This is what the card talks about. And in becoming aware of that uh, mind soul relationship and consciousness, awareness, developing aware, oh my god, it also has awareness. It's like I'm talking channeling, and then I'm looking at the cards, I'm like, yeah, it's there. So now they would develop the awareness, and they would realize that what they did to you isn't something that they have to um, continue doing, or they have to identify. It's not like that they are a horrible person, it's just that horrible things that were done onto them, they were doing unto you, and this has to stop. So this realization is going to come in this connection, okay? And it has been beautifully explained by spirit with the cards. So the Seven of Cups, realizing what all they did to you, whatever they did was basically a projection of their inner state of mind, or inner reflection of themselves, the state that they were in. This is the awareness card. I don't think you were able to see it. This is the projection card, and then this is the awareness card. They are going to understand that were projections, their own projections, and now they are going to develop the awareness of it, and also be able to change and realize who they are behind the mask of, you know, mask of who they roam around as, and understand the self, the self as, you know, with a capital S, as being one with the universe, which is not, which is untainted. It's like, it's that divine aspect within, like the divinity within is something that will come to their focus, and now they'll probably move towards forgiving themselves. So the hard work that is happening in you during the separation is also going to happen for them. And the comparison, like, it's everything that they did to you would be analyzed, compared, resolved, and integrated. Here, the back of the deck energy is Five of Swords, comparison. So while you take a break from this connection and let this person be, this person is going to be hit with waves of realization and awareness, and activations, like activations to higher consciousness, which also releases the blocks that has been blocking this person's heart center. So it will open up the blocks and also open the person's heart, activate their heart chakra, and this person is going to be able to then receive your love properly, or develop a very deep appreciation for you and the love that you bring into their life. Okay, so good news for you, group 2. And now but again, you know, you don't wait for this person to realize all this. I know you might not be able to relate to this advice if it's not your time to, sorry, if it's not your time to realize it, because a lot of times when people used to say this, they focus on your own life, you know, live your life. I used to not be able to understand this energy also, and I don't think I was at a place where I could make sense of it, because if I could understand it, I would have done it myself. So what I mean is that enjoy the phase that you're in. I'm sure your intuition will be guiding you. Like if you have to take a right turn, your intuition will tell you so. If you have to move left, your intuition will tell you so. So have a great time, and don't think that the phase that you are in is going to last for too long. Okay, and you're slowly going to understand the value of it. As you step away, you're going to understand why stepping away was necessary. So 58. So there, this card is talking about false assumptions. This is simply a misunderstanding. Let go of the need to be right. Yeah, this is simply a misunderstanding. What has led to this situation is not going to, like I said, it may be something very small, and the assumptions that you have made is that, oh my god, this person is going to be out of my life forever, or we are going to be separated. No, this is necessary for a realization, but the certainty with which you are like with the certainty with which you have kept yourself in this energy of sadness, or this heavy energy within your heart, that certainty rests on false assumptions. You are not being able to understand the reality. You can also understand this card as Seven of Swords. Like you the way you are understanding reality is really not the way it actually is. There is some deception involved, and this energy is going to change. And if you think that you need to prove to anybody that you are right and this and that, you really never ever, you never need to do that. Human beings are intelligent enough, they can sense energy, and even if your words and your actions fail to prove something, your energy will always prove its authenticity, or authentically your energy will be able to establish itself as what it is. So never worry about that, okay? Then energy protection. Your belief that you are not safe may be inviting in energy that is throwing you off balance. So you could be thinking that you are not safe, and you could be this person is probably not understanding you, you're being misunderstood, and you're being seen in a negative light, and all those things are actually actively making you, like, energetically creating that sort of a circumstance for you. And you need to protect your energy. And when I say this, I also feel like you are not going to be able to understand what I'm saying. Ground yourself, and again, you're not going to be able to understand, because if you are in that energy where you are constantly like, oh my god, what has happened, how am I going to deal with that, you are going to take some time to settle down, okay, in that energy. So settle, so calm your mind down. So what you do is, actually, remember one thing that Krishna says, Lord Krishna says in Gita, that when the water is dirty, you cannot see anything, okay, but if you let the water rest, and once the dirt settles down, it becomes transparent. So here the dirt is like the thoughts that are haunting you. Once you let the thoughts settle down, even when you start meditating, the rule is the same, that when you start meditating, in the initial stages, you are not going to be able to meditate, because it's going to be pretty chaotic. Your mind will be wandering here and there, and you will be like bombarded with thoughts about your external reality. But slowly, if you keep practicing, you would learn to meditate a bit longer. Like, you would learn to battle the chaos, and that energy will slowly settle down, and then you're going to get clarity. It's the same here. You need to protect your energy. I know that it's difficult if you are in a chaotic mindset, but what you do is take a bath. Water has the power to calm us down and actually wash away a, a lot of our energetic burdens, of what we may be feeling energetically. So ask the water to cleanse you, and listen to some very calming music. Just calm down, protect your energy. Your energy is being sucked from every direction, and it is happening under your watch. So you need to learn to protect your energy. You've come here with the limited for a limited period of time, and there are only so many things that you can put your mind to, your energy to, because your energy is precious, and you have to learn to protect it, because where it flows is what gets what what gets the energy to manifest into your life. Protect your energy and put it in something, or use it to create something beautiful for you, okay? Don't let people benefit from your energy. So learn the art of energy protection. Maybe you can form an energy bubble around yourself and stuff like that, and just learn to do energy work. There are tons of videos on YouTube, and I'm sure you will benefit from some of them, or you'll be guided to the one that is most beneficial for you. The last card is blessing in disguise. You are being asked not to prejudge your current set of circumstances. Exactly. What is going to such a relevant card? Like, it's like whatever is going to happen now, you have probably, like, whatever is happening, you've probably prejudged the situation and thought that this is what it is, 2 plus 2 is 4, but you don't know that. You don't know that. Like, for all I can say is that this situation that has happened is 100% a blessing in disguise. It has come looking like a tower, and I remember seeing the tower card when I was shuffling. Like, it has come looking like a tower, but it is actually a six of swords. Like, you are actually being transported to something very, very calm and beneficial, where you're going to get clarity and you're going to understand exactly why this was necessary. So this is a blessing in disguise. Don't judge your circumstances. Uh, it's going to absolutely be a revelation when you look back at it in hindsight. Okay, so that's the messages for you, group 2. And if you like the reading, do like it. If you want more readings like this, then subscribe. Otherwise, I'll see you in another reading sometime very, very soon. Take care. Group 3, welcome to your reading. If you had chosen the card Chalcopyrite. So what does the card say? Are you ready to create miracles and a new reality? Do you know that you can easily create a wonderful shift in your life? Get ready, because your dreams are about to become a reality. Don't stop short, keep moving forward and trust in the process. You are a miracle worker. One second. Sorry for the sound that the fan was making. The fan was actually turned on because summer has already started spreading its wings in the place where I live. So, yeah. So, you are a miracle worker, and the archangel message is from the archangel affirmations is from Saint Nicholas. I create miracles in my life. Many people with abundant funds need the goods or services I offer. I consciously create circumstances to fulfill my dreams and destiny. I'm open to abundance and recognize value in work, great and small. Miracles in your reality. And Eight of Pentacles at the back of the deck energy. So what I feel from your pile is group 3, that you have made a conscious effort to bring your focus back into your work and actually create material abundance in that manner, where you are less concerned about how this person is going to treat you, but more about whether or not you are going to be able to support yourself no matter how the person treats you. Yeah. So the person could be going crazy reciting your name. One second. So the person can go crazy reciting your name, or the person could, might not even care about your existence. Either way, group 3, you have to survive, right? And you realize that. Realizing that you are trying to shift right now, you are in a very beautiful energy where you are self satisfied, we're happy with yourself. You've moved into a very calm phase of your life where you think twice before expressing what is in your heart. You try to give more primacy to your logical side, because you have realized that anytime you work with your heart, there is very much a chance that you might act like, or the world might tag you as an emotional fool. And you've seen this happen a lot of times. That's why you're focusing on yourself. See, chalcopyrite is a stone where you work on, which can align your chakras, like all your chakras. And here the insistence is upon the word miracle. So you are thinking that if my life is going to change for someone, that person has to be me. I can rely on the other person, but what is the guarantee that the other person shares their abundance with me and does not um, taunt me for it in the future? So I don't want to live under the I don't want to be a burden on anybody. I don't want to live thinking somebody I'm like I don't want to live at somebody's mercy. Yeah, I don't want to live at somebody's mercy, and I want to focus on myself, which is why I'm It's better to use the head. That is the current situation. But I have to tell you something very beautiful here. I should have said it earlier. If you clicked on this reading asking how this connection is going to shift for you, then this is your current state of mind. Or if you ask that how this connection is going to shift for the person, then this is the person's current state of mind. I think you have also distanced yourself, or the person has also distanced themselves, and there is, however, the distance is comforting. It's not discomforting. There were discomfort, but right now you think that it's good that you guys are maintaining distance, because it could be somebody where it could be a situation where you used to be in a relationship, but now you've shifted towards friendship. Like, you're like, we're good as friends, and even if there is emotion for you in this person's heart, or you have emotions, or there's emotion, like you have emotion for this person, or this person has emotions for you, either way they are not expressing. Like, you think it's best to stick to protocol, to be professional with each other. This is something that came up in pile 2 as well, protocol. Yeah, so and in a way where there are feelings, and this person can often do things, or you might often do things, like you might even post a picture where this person feels like just going and liking or commenting, but this person doesn't do that. This person, there's this feeling in this Princess of Cups. It's not something that I usually feel, but in this reading it's coming through that it's a feeling of it's better to swallow your feelings than to express it. Okay, so it's as if in drinking from the cup, she is attempting to swallow her feelings. Okay, and does not want to express it. And Prince of Pentacles, every step that is being taken by your person in this relation, in this connection right now, is very, very cautious. Like, very, very, you are also taking cautious steps. It's like nobody is expressing, everybody thinks that's fine. I mean, finally we've reached a place where we can focus on ourselves, be calm about it, work on ourselves. And Eight of Pentacles, it's like you are focusing on your work, they are focusing on their work. If you're asking about them, the connection right now is such that the two people are focusing on their respective work, their respective abundance, and trying to create a solid material reality for themselves that they can rely on. It is not at the mercy of the other person, but it's like, if I have created a certain thing, like if I have say designed a car, then no matter what happens, I will always be credited for the design or the creation of that car. So something so tangible in the material reality that cannot be snatched away from anyone else. Okay, sorry, that cannot be snatched away by anyone else. Like, it is yours. Like, you create a position and you create the abundance which is uh, credited to you, which is sourced back to you. Like, the source is you. Okay, so that tangible, and you think that relationships is such that today you may be with a person, tomorrow you might not be with that person, but your tangible material achievements cannot be taken away from you. So you're realizing the value of it, and both of you are investing, like being very logical, very sensible about this, and investing in that energy, right? So that's the current energy. Now let's look at how it is going to shift in the future. It is something that I need a clarification for. But anyway, as I go about it, I will seek a clarification and also some additional guidance for you, because I think you might need it. I'll say why I think so. Let's see. Let's first progress and see. So the first card that you have about how it is going to shift is the Nine of Cups. So there is going to come a sense of fulfillment in your inner life, like in your individual lives, not inner life. Yeah, sense of inner fulfillment in our individual lives, where you are going to be happy to be alone, or happy to be. Nine of Pentacles is that single energy. So if you're asking about somebody who you are partnered with, it is an unlikely like I would be shocked if you're asking about somebody that you're partnered with, because it is unlikely that you are. If you are asking, then there is some distance between you two. Like, if you're together, if you're asking about somebody that you're currently partnered with, then or not in separation with, then there may be distance between you two. Okay, So you will become comfortable in your own company, own energy, like to hang out with yourself, and that's nice. Here, you there might come a phase in the future where you get too comfortable. Too comfortable. Wait a second. Yeah, sorry. You get too comfortable with your self, with your life, and so comfortable that you ignore your inner voice. This may be happening for the person that you're asking about. That the nature of the connection, that you get comfortable with the way the connection. Yes, now I get it. Now I get it. Bullseye. So it's like you get comfortable with the distance in your connection. You don't want to talk to each other, and you're like avoiding each other, and you're not even listening to your inner voice regarding this. It could be happening for your person more so than for you. Like you don't even listen to your inner voice, and you actually avoid each other. You get comfortable in your own happiness. Like this person doesn't even miss you, and there's an inner voice which craves, like there's it's as if an epiphany has already happened, that this person has to resolve something with you, some karma with you, is it's destiny, but they're not listening to that. Okay. And gets busy with experiences what they are experiencing. There will be extreme inner harmony, but at the cost of inner. I have to figure that out. I want to use another. No, I won't use this step, which I've not done for the other groups, but I have to do it. It's Gypsy Oracle cards. Let me shuffle, and then till then you wait a little bit. I don't want to take much of your time. So, group 3, the two cards that you've received is the prison and the wedding. They came together. So, this person could maybe ignoring their inner voice. One, because they are totally, I wouldn't say that they are in prison and they are busy with their prison life. No, no, no. It could be, like, it could be the situation for some people. It's like they are in a mental prison. You see how this person is holding their head in between their two hands and just is frustrated. So, it's like their frustration is such, like they're trapped in their own thoughts. They're in a mental prison, consumed by some sort of celebration. Wedding is also there, so they could be getting, like, your person could be getting married, because this pile is of separation. Like your person could be getting married or uniting with somebody, coming into union with another person. Some sort of celebration where there is celebration at their own home, which is why they are. And also Nine of Cups is there, so, and there's, it's laziness. They are enjoying their time so much, they are so invested in earthly celebrations. It has a Three of Cups feeling as well. So invested in earthly celebrations that they forget about their connection with you. Like in the future, what is going to happen is this connection is going to become more comfortable with, in the separation, like the two people are going to become too comfortable and in experiencing, like, this is a very hard message probably to swallow, but it is what it is. And this person would become extremely consumed by, yeah, Three of Wands, so extremely consumed by experiences, will go on to travel, celebrate, then have a gala time with people in their life. Then there's Ten of Cups. There will be, it's like a person getting married and then going on to honeymoon. It has a feeling like that in the near future. See, the energy can be changing in long term future, but in the near future this is going to happen. This person is going to have a good time in like having a great family time. They will be touched by the amount of joy they will be experiencing in their life, and they will be like, oh my god, what did I do to deserve this? There is also Two of Cups, so this person is going to experience a union which is going to give them a lot of inner fulfillment. Their idea of partnership and companionship is going to reach a great height at this phase, when in the near future. Then there is a card of, there's also friendliness. So Two of Cups is called friendliness. They're going to understand that the person that they are with, it could be a partner, it could be anybody, a friend, whoever, is, I don't see this being you somehow. Why do I feel like this is not you? Okay. Okay, anyway, I'll get to it. What I'm thinking. So there is the Fool, like this person will at this phase in the near future go on to explore a lot of different possibilities. A lot of different possibilities is also there, present there. So they are going to take a leap of faith and go with the flow, explore the different possibilities that there are in life. And these cards are literally called that. But more than going by the cards, I'm also going by the feeling. So it's like this person will start living their life in a way where, I have said this in another pile as well, that they are being the leaf and letting the wind carry them. They're going, literally going with the flow wherever the waves carry them, and there is very least resistance. And I actually got the card, the path of least resistance for you once. So they are going to uh, experience a great time. And what I have to say, group 3, is that if you're asking about a person that you're in separation with, and this is a person that you're interested in or have a crush on, then this may be a hard message for you, group 3. And now I understand the some of the cards that came through for you. It could be so that the person that you're asking about might get married or come into a union with someone else. Okay, I have to say as it comes to me. So they might come, and they will realize the different possibilities of this union, and they are going to experience a great time. But somehow this is not, I don't feel like this is with you, this is with someone else. And that is why I now know that, why I was feeling like I have to look into guidance for you. This person will experience huge inner fulfillment, and a sort of union where they feel like the kind of person that they have always wanted to be with is in their life. And your fool the fool has like bunch of flowers in his hand, but it feels like he has won in life. That is the feeling that they are going to have in life, and you're going to have to watch it. You're probably going to watch it from a distance, group 3. That's why there are cards of, okay, prison and wedding. Even though they are having this wedding, okay, I get it, they are going to have a lot of things in their life. That's why inner voices reversed. It's like they are not listening to their intuition. They are having this wedding, but this is also putting them in a mental prison. They're also in a mental prison for the same reason, that they are not letting their thoughts come out. They're sitting with their thoughts and they have trapped their thoughts. Their thoughts have trapped them in a prison inside their mind, and they are not listening to the inner voice. Okay, I get the full picture now. They are going with the flow where they have very least, it's ace of cups. So they feel like they're doing it out of love, and this is a relationship that is blooming. But what is happening here is that all that is there, well, they probably have karma with this person, and they probably have to be with this person. I don't know if they are going to end up with you. For that, you have to check out another reading if I ever do it, or you can check out some other reading, whether or not you have a future with this person. But what does seem likely is that you are going to turn away from this person, or you have already turned away from this person. You're going to focus on yourself. And the back of the deck energy, yes, there's the Tower, the Creator. Oh my god, yeah, politics. So you're going to understand that there is some energy of deception. Either this person is not understanding what the truth is, or you are being deceived. You have been deceived in this connection. You probably had expectation that this person will realize who you are and move towards you, and you realize that there, seven of swords, like you've been deceived by your own expectations, or by what you thought was intuition. But clearly this person is not listening to their intuition, and the wedding is happening, which is happening because they are choosing to stay in the prison. The guidance for you is harden heart. Don't allow the situation to make you bitter, cold, and aloof. I so get the guidance now. When it came through, I was not getting it, but that's why, I said that, I might have to look at additional cards for you. So harden heart. Don't allow the situation to make you bitter, cold, and aloof. Whatever the situation that you're going through. Group 3, I'll tell you something. There was a time when I was traveling on train, okay, traveling by train, and when I was sitting in the train, I had a vision of some like out of blue somewhere. You know, I can't explain it. It's like out of nowhere. It's not like I was thinking about it, but suddenly I saw Lord Krishna appear in my vision, and he said to me that now you are going to experience a lot of difficult situations, like a lot of difficult times, difficulties. And he was very specific about difficulties, like you are probably going to have to watch this thing happen. And this thing was like, it was going to hurt me a lot to watch it happen in front of my eyes. It was obviously a very happy situation for someone, but it did not include me. Okay. So I'm telling you because it might be relevant, and that is what I'm reminded of because of your reading. So, and I said that I don't have it in me to um to go through this, to experience this. And Lord Krishna said that even I went through these experiences, gave examples of his life and said that even I had to endure it. If I can do it, you can do it. I said, you are you are God, you are the Lord. How can you, don't have the same expectations from me? And then Krishna said that I know you will have difficulty in doing it. I know before you say it, I know that you would say that I won't be able to do it. That's why what I want you to do is, when you go through this, just look into my eyes. I'll hold your hands and you'll keep looking into my eyes, and I'll make you um, you know make that situation pass. I'll make you overcome that situation. And I was like, but I don't know if I'll be able. Trust me. I was like, trust me. Just look into my eyes. And he said that he opened a cord between my heart and, like, not opened a cord. He showed me that there's a cord between my heart and his. And he said that whenever you feel a pain that you cannot bear, you cannot endure, you send the pain. See, there's a cord that exists between you and me. You send the pain to me. Okay. And I said that, why will you take my pain? He said that I am able to tolerate everything, and my tolerance is beyond your understanding. Everything that you experience has been created in me. It's my creation. It exists in me. It is my created by me, and it exists in me. I can take what I have created, so you don't worry about it. Give your pain to me, like that. So that feeling is coming through, that when you go through this, you probably have to watch this person live their life, and not live, excel, enjoy, have a wonderful do wonderfully at that, have a wonderful sort of time without you. And you might have to experience it, go through it, group 3, because in the future that's what happens. Go through it. Keep your eyes on God. Just know that if this is happening, and what the card says, harden heart. Don't allow the situation to make you bitter, cold, and aloof. Don't It's just, if you have to call within yourself the strength that we get from divine, or you have to summon the divinity in you, then do that. We all are part of divine, and there's a part of God in all of us. Access that part and just keep your eyes on God. And I will share the message of Krishna with you. And if you are in this situation, then just keep your eyes on Lord Krishna and keep looking into his eyes. That's what he told me, that keep looking into my eyes, and you will be able to cross it, like cross that period. So when that happens, if it breaks your heart, just do what I said. Okay, and Krishna will protect you. I'm happy to share this message with you, and I'm also happy to share um, this trick with you, or this process with you, which Krishna shared with me. I'm sure Krishna will, come for you when you need him. So this is why I think I needed to check into more cards, and I'll do that. I'll look into guidance. So energy protection. Your belief that you are not safe may be inviting in energy that is throwing you off balance. So the belief that you're not safe like I'm literally reading the card, but it is like the understanding that you're not safe and that you're not protected, maybe inviting more of this energy into your life. What you do is be aware of it, practice energy protection. There are many methods. One of them is just, like I said, keeping your eye on God, but keeping your eyes on God. But otherwise, you can also practice, forming an energy bubble around you, and then, asking it to keep you safe. So, and also what you give your energy to actually gains strength to manifest itself into reality. So be very conscious about what you give your energy to, because where your focus flows, your prana flows, and it gets energy from it. Okay, so be mindful of that. And third card is 54, purging process. You may be currently experiencing emotional discomfort that is disrupting your inner peace. So you may be going through this right now, which is an emotional discomfort. Okay, but it is a phase of emotional discomfort, and your inner peace may be disrupted. Now we will look for guidance for you, group 3. Don't worry. So which deck do I want to use for guidance? First, though, I will use this deck only. It has beautiful messages, and then I'm gonna use a little bit of tarot as well. Wait, no. First, I want to use tarot. Group 3, we've been able to pull some wonderful guidance for you, Group 3. Like, this is so relevant. Let me just quickly walk you through it, okay? So first, what Spirit wants to tell you is that have patience. Have patience, and at this, like, while saying this, I'd want to introduce one more message to you, which is the back of the deck energy for this guiding light oracle deck. It says 56, victim mentality. You are learning to understand that everything happens through you, not to you. So everything that is happening, group 3, it is happening for a very important reason. Nothing in this universe happens by fluke. Like, there are no coincidences in life. So rest assured that if it is happening, there is some bigger, higher purpose that you are not able to grasp at this moment. Okay, and there's something that my spirit guide tells me, which is in Bengali, and I'll tell you. It's like tumi or ekdin dekhecho ami 10 din dekhechi. So you have seen that person. When I used to ask my spirit guide that why is this happening, why is this happening to this person, and why this way, my spirit guide always used to say, like, not always, at one point just said that you have seen that person for 1 day, I have seen them for 10 days. So it just means that you are judging them by a very narrow version of what you have seen. Like, not a narrow version, it's like a very short period of time that you've been able to observe them for. I have seen them for a very long time. I've seen their births and lifetimes that you are not even aware of. So this happening for you could be part of a bigger plan, and universe always has your highest good at the back of its mind. Okay, even when it looks like it's really trying to hurt you, and it has, like, it's trying to kill you even, and death to you feels like the worst thing that can happen to you, universe still knows the best and has your best intention at the back of its mind. That's why, one of the things that Rajesh Nandi said in one of his podcasts, I'm obsessed with his podcasts, it comes to mind that even when the divine mother is being harsh with you, you have to, and is punishing you when you are praying to the divine mother or doing her sadhana, you have to know that even in that punishment, only you are going to, like, benefit. Like, she has only your benefit at the back of her mind, or behind the orchestration of the events, the way it is happening, it is only your benefit that is the ultimate goal. So and also the highest good of all. So you have to wait, understand, just be patient, let your, wherever you have sowed your seeds, let them rest a little bit, explore the many possibilities. A cycle is coming to an end. Explore, like, mentally explore all the possibilities that could that could be the reason for this, because there is some very powerful insight coming your way in hindsight when you realize why it happened. It's the completion of a cycle. Like, this person going through this also might have, this connection uh, going through this also might have a much bigger role to play. Like this person might have to experience a lot of things with this other person before they come to you, or you might not have future with this person, you might not even want to be with this person in the future. Even that can happen. But what is assured for you is huge inner growth, where you come out as a much experienced person. The world is also, it shows, it's a very wise sort of a card. It shows that you get the wisdom out of it, which is valuable for your life in this world, which, it's worldly wisdom that you get out of this. Okay. Six of Wands, you're going to emerge victorious. Like you are going to feel like, thank God this happened to me. This happened to me for my own benefit, and I recognize it. This is how you're going to emerge out of this situation. The Chariot, it is after you have gotten your lesson from this, let the karma resolve, let the water settle. After one it has settled and you have understood how powerful a role it had to play for you, you're gonna be able to move towards your goal. It's like you are going to move towards your destiny is going to come towards you, and you're gonna be able to do that full force. Group 3, this is judgment. Like this is what is destined for you. Your destiny cannot be taken away from you. This is destined and it is going to happen. Whatever it looks like right now, I have not uh you know what do I say, I have not messed up anything here. You see it as it has come. It's not like I orchestrated any card for you. I did not plan this out. So this is the divine speaking through this reading. Endure, just be calm, endure what is on your way, keep your eyes on God, and see what happens. You are going to be able to understand why this had to happen the way it did. 42, divine channel. You are a divine channel. Work with your angels and guides to deliver messages that assist others on their spiritual path. This event in your life is going to become a huge lesson for you, which you are then going to use as an example to talk to other people who are going through the same thing, or understand or relate to or help other people who are going through the same thing. Like I told you the Krishna story, it is going to give you some invaluable lesson. Group 3, invaluable. Like I cannot even put a price on it. I probably at that time thought that, oh my God, it's going to kill me. But what I gained from it, no course, there's nothing I cannot pay anybody to teach me that. This is how valuable it is. Lightheartedness. It is time for you to let your inner child out to play. So the guidance is just focus on that inner child. Focus on what makes you happy. Focus on what made you happy as a kid. Just go do that. Like there are times when, again, my spirit guide, I have to like use I am what I am, or doing what I'm doing because of the guidance and help of my spirit guide, right? There's self, but there's also huge immense support from spirit guide. So I have to use another example here. Whenever as a kid people used to always tell me that I'm not good in studies, I'm not a good student, this and that, and I used to not understand spirit guide at that time. But there was always a voice in my head that I could speak to, so I would always ask that voice, oh, people say these things, what do I do? Nobody loves me, and I'm not even needed, why was I born? And that voice would always tell me, play, go play, don't have to think about all this, you go play. I never understood the meaning of it, and actually when I look back and now my spirit guide tells me, at that time I used to tell you to play, but you never understood. Like you could have, you might as well you could have used the time to actually have a great time, because everything was sorted. Like, no, you didn't understand. And I was like, yeah, I didn't understand. So it's like that, you're not understanding. Like everything is sorted, everything is taken care of. The higher forces knows the universe has not overlooked you. Everything is happening according to divine plan. You go play, okay? And let your inner child have a great time. 19, then you also got this beautiful card of true love. At the core foundation of this relationship is the potential for true love, and I don't know what it means. Okay, it's like this relationship could lead you to a greater understanding of true love. This relationship, yeah, could lead to a greater understanding of true love. Or this could be, there are many times when, in spiritual connections, one person ends up with another person, and then you have to go do your inner work and go through a lot of karmic cleansing and a lot of purging, a lot of things, a lot of inner spiritual stuff. It will take forever for me to list it. and then you unite. So this could be a connection like that, where you are momentarily having to let your person go, but eventually, you will unite with them. So anything could happen, but what spirit has to tell you is that your true love is sorted, babe. Sorted. Okay, so don't have to worry about that. So that was your reading, group 3. If you liked it, do give a thumbs up, and if you like readings like this, then subscribe to my channel. Otherwise, I'll see you in another reading sometime very, very soon. Take care.